Hey everyone, isn't it great to kick back with a snack you just love? Whether it's a bag of crunchy chips, a sweet cookie, or a delicious burger from your favorite spot, we all have those foods that make us happy. They're easy, they're yummy, and they're always there for us. But have you ever stopped to wonder what really goes into making them so irresistible? It's something I think about a lot, especially when I'm in the kitchen or walking down the grocery store aisles. It's a big, bright world of food out there, and sometimes the most popular items have a few little secrets. Let's pull back the curtain a little bit. That bright red color in your kid's favorite fruit drink might not come from actual fruit. And that loaf of bread that stays soft for weeks on the counter, that's not just regular kitchen magic. These are things we don't always think about when we're rushing to get dinner on the table or packing a lunchbox. We see the picture on the front of the box, and it looks delicious, so we grab it. But the real story, the full list of what's inside, is usually hiding on the back in tiny print. Getting curious about our food isn't about being scared or giving up the things we enjoy. Not at all. It's about being a little savvier, a little more in the know. Think of it like being a food detective. It's about understanding what you're putting into your body and feeding your family. When we know more, we can make choices that feel good. It's a simple way to take a little more control over our health and well-being, one grocery trip at a time. And trust me, it's easier than you think to start spotting these things. So let's go on a little journey together. We're going to talk about those mysterious ingredients, why they're in there, and how you can become a pro at reading labels. This isn't about making you feel guilty about that bag of pretzels. It's about empowering you with knowledge, because when you know what's in your food, you can decide if you really want it there. It's all about making smart, simple choices that help you and your loved ones feel your best from the inside out. Let's get cooking with knowledge. So, what are these hidden ingredients we're talking about? They're often called additives, preservatives, or artificial flavorings. These are things added to food during processing. They're not ingredients you would typically find in your own kitchen pantry, like flour or olive oil. Instead, they are special substances that food companies use for very specific reasons. They are the secret helpers that make food look, taste, and last a certain way, which is really important for products that need to travel far and sit on store shelves for a while. It's a business after all. One of the biggest reasons companies use these additives is for flavor. To make a chip taste extra cheesy or a soda extra sweet, they might use artificial flavors or flavor enhancers. These are powerful chemicals designed to trick your taste buds into thinking you're eating something super rich and delicious. Another reason is color. That bright orange macaroni and cheese? It might get its vibrant hue from food dyes like Yellow 5 or Yellow 6. These colors make food look more appealing and exciting, especially to kids, making you more likely to pick it up. Another huge factor is shelf life. Nobody wants to buy a product that goes bad in a day or two. To prevent this, companies add preservatives. These are ingredients that stop mold and bacteria from growing, so that a package of cookies or a loaf of bread can stay fresh for weeks or even months. Ingredients like BHT, sodium benzoate, or calcium propionate are common preservatives. They ensure the food looks and tastes the same on day 60 as it did on day 1, which reduces waste for the store and gives you more time to eat it. Finally, texture is a big deal. Think about how creamy a store-bought frosting is, or how a low-fat yogurt can still feel thick and rich. This is often thanks to thickeners, emulsifiers, and stabilizers. Ingredients like carrageenan or xanthan gum are used to create a smooth, consistent texture and prevent ingredients from separating. They make products more enjoyable to eat. So these companies aren't trying to be sneaky just for fun, they are using these additives to make their products cheaper to produce, more attractive to buy, and longer lasting for everyone. Let's look at some everyday foods. You might be surprised by what's inside. Take a simple salad dressing, for example. You might think it's just oil, vinegar, and some spices. But many bottled ranch or vinaigrette dressings are packed with things like high fructose corn syrup for sweetness, xanthan gum to keep it from separating, and MSG, or monosodium glutamate, to enhance the savory flavor. It's what makes it pour perfectly and taste so powerfully good every single time you use it, but it's a lot more complicated than the dressing you'd whip up at home. How about your morning breakfast cereal, especially the colorful ones marketed to kids? They often get their bright rainbow colors from artificial dyes like Red 40, Yellow 6, and Blue 1. Some studies have raised questions about how these dyes might affect behavior in some children. Besides the dyes, many popular cereals have a preservative called BHT, or butylated hydroxytoluene, added to the plastic liner of the bag. This is to keep the cereal from going stale, but it means the chemical can seep into the food you're about to pour into your bowl for breakfast. Even foods that seem healthy can have some curveballs. For instance, many brands of yogurt, especially the flavored or low-fat kinds, can contain a lot of added sugar or artificial sweeteners to make them taste good. They might also have modified cornstarch or gelatin to make them thicker and creamier. Even a simple loaf of packaged wheat bread can contain dough conditioners like azodicarbonamide, the same chemical used to make yoga mats, to make the dough stronger and more pliable for machines, ensuring a perfectly uniform soft loaf every time. And what about frozen dinners or microwave meals? They are the kings of convenience, but they often pay a price for it. To make a full meal that can be frozen and then perfectly reheated, companies use a ton of sodium as a preservative and for flavor. They also use trans fats, often listed as partially hydrogenated oils, to improve texture and shelf life. So that quick and easy lasagna might be hiding more salt and unhealthy fats than you'd ever imagine putting in your own homemade version. It's always worth a quick peek at the label. Okay, so how do you become a super shopper and spot these things? It's easy. Just flip the package over and look for the nutrition facts label and the ingredients list. This is where all the secrets are revealed. The ingredients are listed in order from the greatest amount to the least. So, if sugar or high fructose corn syrup is one of the first 3 ingredients, you know that product contains a lot of it. A good rule of thumb is to choose products with shorter ingredients lists. If the list is full of words you can't pronounce, it's probably highly processed. When you're scanning the list, keep an eye out for some common red flags. Look for words like artificial flavors or artificial colors, like red 40 or blue 1. Watch out for preservatives like BHT, sodium benzoate or nitrates, which are often found in cured meats like bacon and hot dogs. Also, be wary of partially hydrogenated oils, as this is just another name for unhealthy trans fats. Seeing these on a label doesn't mean you can never eat it, but it's good information to have so you can decide for yourself. A great tip for making healthier choices is to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. Think about it. This is where you'll find the fresh stuff. Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, fish, and dairy products are usually located around the outer walls of the store. These foods don't typically have long, complicated ingredients lists. An apple is just an apple. The middle aisles are where you'll find most of the boxed, canned, and processed foods that tend to have more additives. Sticking to the outside is a simple strategy for a healthier cart. Remember, this is all about making small positive changes. It's not about being perfect, nobody is. It's about being informed and making the best choices for you and your family. Start by picking 1 or 2 items you buy regularly and checking their labels. Maybe you can find a brand of bread with simpler ingredients or a yogurt with less sugar. Being a curious shopper and understanding what's really in your food is a powerful step toward a healthier, happier kitchen. You got this.